Morning, Piggy.
Morning, morning, morning. Good Saturday morning to you, but it's
Thursday.
Thursday. I'm going ahead and do it one day because we ain't going to be out in the morning, so go ahead and do it now. Oh, I might be going right back to bed when we get home. I don't know yet.
I'll have to take me a bite before I go to bed, but yeah.
Well, I might eat a little bite with you and go from there. See what's up and what's not, what is and what ain't, and all like that. Anyway, it's actually Thursday morning. I can do this and have it out for Saturday morning. All right, what do I got to do? Do I got to write you a personal invitation?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, folks, as I understand it, there was one senator tried to talk to President Bukele about talking to that feller down there that they're trying to make Trump bring back. Bukele made him look like a fool.
It was Maryland senator, and he didn't get to talk to the vice president.
And what's sad is they're doing all this for a feller who killed a mother of 5 brutally. They had her mother up there as a special guest at a press conference, and she detailed out what the cops discovered about how he murdered her daughter. Folks, it's as brutal as it gets. The mainstream media ain't going to tell you nothing about that. They're just going to tell you, oh, he was kidnapped off the streets against his will and shipped off to El Salvador, his home country, where he's a citizen at. Oh, bless his poor soul. He's a cold-blooded killer.
I don't know why we went out of focus, but we went out of focus.
I have no clue. I'm waiting on a green light and what that person's going to do.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, well, had a little bit of a window there to get out. But, yeah, the mainstream media ain't going to tell you much, if anything, about that part of it. They're just going to tell you about how sad it is that they whisked him away to a place he belongs.
Yeah.
Got all these people clamoring. Mainstream media's got all these people going boo-hoo over somebody who would brutally murder a mother of 5 like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
Looks like.
Yeah,
So they, what?
I was just saying, it's one of them days where ain't neither one of us know which way we're going.
Yeah, so while the mainstream media's got a lot of y'all out there boo-hooing for him, who's boo-hooing for that mother of 5 that he brutally murdered in that way? And he didn't just murder her. After he tenderized her quite a bit, he raped her. And then he beat her some more. Then he choked her until dead. So when y'all try to come at me about what I say about a lot of them Democrat politicians and the mainstream media, you might want to think twice. Because supporting that means you're supporting murdering rapists. Yeah, she might as well have been thrown to a bear as to have been thrown to him. That's how bad it was. Y'all can just kiss my butt. Y'all can keep supporting the Democrats and the mainstream media and believing that they're telling you any kind of truth. I mean, literally, just kiss my dirty white butt. Then you got Letitia James, that one up there that been trying to prosecute Trump and make him pay $500 million for doing something that wasn't a crime. Normal business. She's trying to claim it's some kind of fraud and trying to give him a conviction with that. Well, guess what? She's been hit with mortgage fraud. Pretty much the same thing that she was trying to hit Trump with, except she's actually done it. Oops. And then you got that Michelle Wu up there, mayor of Boston. Turns out she got $300,000 in donations from a group that is created by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, folks, she got aided in getting that position by the Chinese. Oh, gee, if only somebody would have said it just goes back to the Chinese because they're behind it. Oh, yeah, I said that. Been saying it for years. Well, there is your first level of proof right there. Chinese communists behind trying to get a lot of folks pushing communism in the right positions of power. What better than to have mayors and governors and senators like that one dude that was sleeping with that one Chinese chick, Swalwell, who's a spy. Feinstein's chauffeur of 30 years that was a Chinese spy. Folks, it don't take much to put 2 and 2 together and make 4. A lot of y'all out there want to say 2 plus 1 makes 10, but no, it's 2 plus 2 equals 4 every single time. Y'all ain't going to hear the mainstream media talk much about that. They don't want you to know about that because they're lying to you. They're being paid to go along with the narrative. I listened to one of them. They said something about something. Said, according to Politico. Well, Politico is managed news. They're told by USAID what to put out there as news. Managed news. Because they don't want you to know the truth. They want y'all to keep being old little lemmings believing what ain't true and take it as the truth. Sorry, not sorry. If that hurts your feelings, that's just too bad. Because the truth is, mainstream media gets their news from the AP. The AP gets their news from Politico. Politico gets told what to put out there by USAID. So, again, sorry, not sorry. Truth hurts. Y'all might want to think it's a lie, but it ain't. Y'all might want to look into that better and look somewhere other than leftist propaganda. That goes for them Democrat politicians up there. No matter how much you believe they're honest, they ain't. They're lying to you. I mean, if they told you the truth, you wouldn't want them up in there no more. And that would mean they wouldn't have their hands in that till that until Musk got to looking around like we wanted him to. Nobody would have ever known. They're getting richer and richer. That Jasmine Crockett, she ain't been in that long in it, and she got more millions now than AOC, who's been in it a little longer than she. And she can't even run her own law firm of one, her, and make any more than $27,000 in a year. Excuse me? How does that work? How does she keep the lights on in the place for no more than that a year? Not to mention taxes and then possibly rent or lease payments on some kind of agreement and all sorts of other stuff. You don't unless you're laundering money, doing something crooked. And she admitted she's a DEI hire. She's admitted that she only got hired her first job because of her skin color. Folks, if that's the only qualification you got, I don't want you. You know, if you was a doctor, surgeon, lawyer, or whatever, and your only qualification was your skin color, oh no, I'm looking for somebody else. That's the whole thing behind DEI. They want diversity, equity, and inclusion. No, what they want is to push one race out of being able to have anything and do anything, whether they're qualified or not. And folks, I've seen that firsthand because I've been at job fairs and whatnot like that, and little Mexican girls get my application, they'd put it in the inbox back behind them against the wall instead of the one on the table, and just smile at me when they did. I saw it for what it was then, and I gave them that look, let them know I knew what was going on. They just smiled at me. I went on. I knew I wouldn't be hearing nothing. So yeah, folks, I've been discriminated against because I'm an older white man. I've seen it for myself. So if you don't think that's going on, you have been deceived. So we got Michelle Wu possibly going to get looked at. And we got that senator got made fool of. He thought, I guess he thought because he's a senator of the United States, in the United States Senate, that would carry clout with the president of another nation. The president of that other nation looking at him like, who you think you are? You ain't nothing here. I know, he veered over like he was going to come over. I was going to let him come over. I don't know what that one's doing. Looked like he just scooted over this way more to be more in that lane.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them over. They're bigger than I am.
Red was trying to get over in that lane too.
Yeah, he saw me coming and he stopped and veered back over, and that's why I flashed and let him know, come on.
Last time I over here, there was a red pickup truck trying to get over here behind this one.
Oh.
There's this one right here trying to get behind this one.
Right. But yeah, that senator doing that for that illegal criminal. Folks, first and foremost, they crossed that border illegally, especially with no intentions of becoming legal. Sorry, they're a criminal. They know what they're doing is wrong.
People getting upset because they can't get over into that lane. Well,
it's called traffic. You wait your turn.
I started to say, I mean, light ain't going. Traffic ain't going.
I was going to say, it's been waiting an awful long time for that thing to turn green.
Well, you've been talking for almost 15 minutes, and about all but 3 of it has been sitting right here. It's been green. It's green.
No, it's red.
I said it has been green. It's done went up 3 times. But you only get like 2 or 3 cars.
That's why we always hate this way, but we gonna go get gas.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Yeah, you get about 2 or 3 cars through the red light, then you have to wait another 4, 5, 7 minutes.
Well, that's green now. Let's see what happens.
Okay, we're going over there. It's red
And it
again.
done turned red again. I'm gonna say the heck with these guys. That doesn't give them plenty of opportunity. Of course, they'd be better off over there because that side always seems to go quicker. Yeah, folks, everything I've talked about in mainstream media ain't going to tell you nothing about it because they're supporting a narrative they're being paid to support. So they ain't going to tell you the truth. Them Democrat politicians ain't going to tell you the truth. Because they tell you the truth, they lose money. Of course, with what Trump's doing with China, making a lot of these other tariff deals with all the other countries in the world, part of it is cut China off. See, it's not very effective if we just cut them off, although that will hurt them really, 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 really bad. It hurt them really, really, really bad the first couple of days. But if they can't ship their stuff to nowhere else as well, they're cut off.
I saw a thing last night that said China caved.
I saw that too. I heard that Xi Jinping's wanting to come over here and start the process of talking about a pre-deal or something and all like that. We ain't got much choice. He keeps going the way he's been going. He's going to have an uprising, and I guarantee you he wouldn't survive it. And even them Chinese gangs, they'd be cut off. Guess who has a lot to do with running the Communist Party over there? Them Chinese gangs. They have a lot to gain from being involved in all that.
I think one of the reasons is because there was I don't know if it's a senator or representative, filed to have all Chinese visas for student visas suspended because they said that if anybody that is a Chinese lives a Chinese nationalist or lives in China, whatever, has been instructed that they are to report back to the government. In other words, be spies.
Yeah, well, they're Chinese. They live for the state. Period. I mean, duh. As far as I'm concerned, there's a whole lot of countries whose students should be sent back. Because we wind up educating them. They're usually getting some kind of grant paid for either by the United States or another country. The person got their blanket on. I don't know if they want over or if they're just not aware that their blinker's on.
It's probably one of the not awares.
So, I think a lot of them should be sent back because, like I said, we wind up educating them. Then they go back home and use that knowledge against us. That's what Osama bin Laden done. The CIA brought him over here, educated him, and sent him back over there. Now, what could possibly go wrong? Oops, we saw what could go wrong. So I don't think they should be allowed over here to be educated by schools here. There are very highly accredited schools all over Europe and other places that could teach them just as much, if not more. Why does it have to be here? Oh, they're more apt to get it paid for by the United States government here. That's why.
And when their visa expires, they can just walk away and never be heard from.
That's it. So that needs to stop too. Oh, you're just such a mean heart, eh? Yeah, I am. I love my country. I am a true patriot. I am for true American. You know, somebody who believes in the Constitution and knows it's a constitutional republic and that we're not here to be a piggyback for everybody else in the world. Like I've said before, people don't like the way their country is, fight for it. Change it. Oh no, that's too hard. They just come over here and try to turn us into their country. No. I ain't putting up with that. I will speak against that. All y'all thinking it. A lot of y'all out there just don't realize that life and reality are actually, they want to see us gone. A lot of y'all out there think we're so civilized that everybody's for everybody and everybody can have some. There's that Hyundai I like, Santa Cruz. No, folks. Y'all think we being mean because we want to help Greenland be better. We'd benefit, they'd benefit, everybody be good. But y'all don't see these others that are coming over here trying to destroy us and turn us into what they're trying to run from over there. Because they don't know how to build, they only know how to destroy. Because they have ideologies that aren't very conducive for civil society. Dude over Saudi Arabia has done let it be known that basically denounced Pakistan or whichever one that was. Oops. They know they ain't gonna get no more help from Saudi Arabia trying to kill off the Jews.
Pakistan or Palestine?
Palestine. Whichever one. Bottom line is, he let it be known them terrorists ain't gonna be getting no more help from them. Because he let it be known, I am for my people, not yours. So folks, the reality of people wanting to conquer other people is still in existence. Guess what? We're not the ones trying to conquer others. We're just trying to live peacefully with others. And it's the others that y'all been made to feel sorry for that are trying to destroy us. Y'all think about it. Piggy Lushy.